Chefs, what is the beef? Cam here, welcome to another live video. So, in this live video, your window shopper mentality is the reason, I'm going to say this straight up, your window shopper mentality is the reason that your life is still fucked. Not your health, not your well-being, the whole shebang. That is the reason it's still fucked. And it's very, very little to do with the diet, with the gym program, with any of these things that you think you need. It's nothing to do with these things that chefs think they need. And this might hurt your feelings, and if it does, it probably means I'm telling you the fucking truth. So grip up and fucking put your tampon on. So listen, what I see a huge amount of, and I've fallen victim to this myself, is thinking that I just need to find this one magic pill or silver bullet that I'm going to find. I'm going to do it. It's not going to cost me much. It's not going to take a huge amount of effort, but it's going to change my life. And when that day comes, fucking hallelujah, happy days. The reality is that day never comes, because that's a window shopper mentality. What's a window shopper? Do you ever walk by an expensive shop and you know you kind of want something in that shop? And you're going, yeah, no, I'd like that, Jesus, I'd like that. Someone asks you, hey, do you want this thing, or can I help you? No, I'm just looking, and you keep walking, you don't buy anything. Let's say for the life of a chef, the situation is a bit worse than that. Let's say for a chef, it's like through your lifestyle and through your well-being and through what this industry does to you, that you're dependent on vices like drink, alcohol, the same thing, drink, smokes, drugs, shit food. You're dependent on these things to wind down or, release any stress or pressure that you're going through. You're not exercising. There's no balance between work and personal life. Your days off are spent in bed, sleeping in and fucking recovering from the week's work. And really, over a course of a couple of years, your headspace gets very, very dark. And you get to a place you're like, fucking, my life is absolutely shit. Same thing with mine. My life was shit a couple of years ago. 110%. I'm with you on that. But understand that when your life is like that and you have this window shopper mentality, it's like walking into a shop and being homeless and not having any jacket even though it's snowing outside. And if you don't get a jacket, you're going to die. That's like walking past the shop as if with no jacket, with hypothermia, about to fucking freeze to death. And they ask you, hey, would you like a jacket? And you're like, no, I'm still looking, still browsing, cheers. That's what a lot of chefs do when it comes to changing their lifestyle. You're waiting for this thing, and you think it's the program that you're doing, and it's not. It's your mentality. If you didn't have a window shopper mentality, you'd have a jacket and you wouldn't be freezing cold. But you do have a window shopper mentality. So you keep sitting on the fence, you keep making excuses, you keep procrastinating, and you keep putting shit off. The same way I put shit off in the past. The same way I used to go, oh, well, it's just my fucking job, and if I got a new job, it'll be fucking better. And what happens? You go to a new job and nothing changes ever. Because it's the mentality that's what's causing your issue. Understand that. The industry's unfair and it fucks you up 100%, but if you don't start changing how you're thinking, nothing is ever going to change drastically. So what I mean by changing a window shopper mentality is, unless you get to the point where the pain of staying the same, unless you get to the point where the pain of staying where you are right now, in the shit, in this rut, unless the pain of staying there becomes more than the discomfort of being disciplined and getting your shit together, you're always going to be stuck. I was there. I was living a life of quiet desperation, and I was kind of just floating in second gear and not really doing anything about it. And eventually I got to a point where I was so fucking anxious, I was so depressed, I was so frustrated, and I was so angry with what was happening in my life that I said, fuck this. I'm putting my foot down. This is going to change now. This is going to change now. Quit my job, moved to a different career, had the money I had saved, did a course, qualified as a coach, and fucking took it from there. Here we are, fucking 5 or 6 years later. That stems from having a moment where you have to do something. You have to make a change. And for a lot of you, you're not making that decision. You're still floating in this fucking, mildly depressed, anxious, shitty state. You've been doing it for years and you haven't really done anything drastic about it. You might have tried the odd diet or program and it hasn't worked, and you've blamed that thing for why it hasn't worked. But the reality is it's you that didn't make it work. Anyone with a committed mindset can make something shit work, because it's nothing to do with the program. You understand? It's nothing to do with the program. It's everything to do with us. So with this window shopper mentality, you need to start getting that out of your head, and you need to start going, okay, cool. What do I need to do to make the change? Hey, Is this a gym program? Cool. I'm going to show up and do it every day. Is this a fucking diet? Cool. I'm going to eat this food every single day. I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to let my commitment override how I feel. If I don't feel good, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to show up and do something. You know, if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to do something. If work gets busy and I fucks up my time schedule, that's fine. I just have to be more efficient with my time. Do you understand? That's a mindset thing that leads you to do things like that, not a fucking program. So if you don't think like that, then you aren't going to make the correct adjustments and you're not going to sacrifice and show up when you should be. The window shopper mentality is fucking you up. And if you keep sitting on the fence, you're going to keep fucking sitting on the fence. If you make a decision to get off the fence and get in the fucking game and start doing something, then you will start making drastic changes. But it all starts here. You need to make the choice. You need to make a decision. You don't need more information. You don't need the perfect program. You don't need someone to hold your fucking hand. You don't need someone to show you how to run, how to eat a fucking salad and stop doing drugs and drinking fucking loads of booze. You don't need someone to show you how to do that. You know how to do it. Just go and fucking do it. That's the problem. You're not. You think you need permission to. Here's your permission. Get your shit together. If you need to change your life, no one's going to change it for you. It has to come from you, chef. It has to come from you. It can't come from anyone else. It doesn't work like that. Understand. Window shopper mentality gets you nowhere. Attack. Go on the offensive. Get in the fucking game. Realize that no one can do it for you. Take full responsibility for everything that's going on. If time is limited, make fucking time elsewhere. You know, if energy is limited, figure out why your energy's low. Get more sleep. Drink less fucking caffeine during the day. You know what I mean? Eat better food so you're not as fucking full. Like, find a way. Find a fucking way. And when you're committed, when your mindset is all in and you're burning the fucking boats and there's no going back, you will find a way. If you leave yourself an option B, you'll always take it. So don't leave yourself that option. Go for it, get after it, and fucking attack it. Have a good day, chef.